From being a 3-year-old playing tennis with his father, to becoming a world-class athlete, and being ranked as high as number 3 in the world, this is the career of a player who was forgotten at the tennis court when he was just a child, who refused to participate at an ATP finals to spend time with his girlfriend, and who won the hearts of millions of fans and players around the world. This is the story of Grigor Dimitrov, the nice guy of tennis. Born on May 16, 1991, in Haskovo, Bulgaria, he grew up in a modest family. Both of his parents were very much involved in the sports scene. His father, Grigor Dimitrov, was a local tennis coach and trainer, and he was Grigor's first coach, introducing him to the tennis world very early in his life. His mother, Maria Dimitrova, was a sports teacher and former volleyball player, and she also played a very important role in Grigor's interests for tennis. Dimitrov's tennis experience starts at the age of 3, when his father first brought him to a tennis court. The young prodigy instantly fell in love with the game, so much so, that one day as he was training at a wall, his parents forgot him at the court and only realized he was missing once they got home.
Eventually, actually, once they forgot me on the wall, my parents, they just left the courts and I was just kept on hitting throughout the whole day, and then they came home and like, where's Grigor? And they forgot me on the wall.
In the following years, Dimitrov started developing his game with the help of his father, and it was very clear from early on that his potential was uncommon. At the age of 9, he decided it was time to start taking in consideration a possible career in tennis, and he started competing in multiple tournaments.
I played a tournament in France, in Gradignan, if I remember correct, and I won the tournament. I came back home, I just sat and I stared at the trophy. I don't know, and it said single champion, and something inside was like, man, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And I was waiting for my parents to come home. I think they were working at the time. I looked at my father, I was like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. And he just looked at me and he was like, okay.
With the help of his father, he constructed a solid play style that relied on a strong one-handed backhand and well-placed serves. The collaboration with his father significantly improved young Grigor's skills and was a great foundation for his later-to-be career. However, at the age of 16, him and his father both decided that the teenager would use some help from more experienced coaches. His first stop was in Barcelona, Spain, where he trained at the Sánchez Casal Academy. The academy, founded by former professional tennis player Emilio Sánchez and coach Sergio Casal, is known for its emphasis on developing both the technical and mental aspects of the game and contributed to Grigor's development as a junior. Following his time at the Sánchez Casal Academy, Dimitrov moved to the Patrick Mouratoglou Tennis Academy, located near Paris, France, the same academy that brought up some big players like Stefanos Tsitsipas, Coco Gauff, and Holger Rune. The higher-level coaching led to results starting to slowly but surely creeping in. The first exceptional result in Dimitrov's career was marked at the 2008 Wimbledon, where he won his first ever junior Grand Slam in boys single, after defeating Henri Continen in 2 straight sets, 7-5, 6-3. It was during this tournament that the nickname Baby Fed and the comparison with the Swiss star, Roger Federer, started to pick up steam. His second Grand Slam came later that same year, when he beat Devin Britton in the final of the US Open in the boys tournament. Following his 2008 success, Dimitrov transitioned to the professional level, in a hunt for his next challenge. His first couple of years in the professional scene weren't really all that remarkable, having a very inconsistent period from 2009 to 2013, but that was exactly what the Bulgarian needed. Because it was those early struggles that forced the young rookie to improve his game. In the following year, he had gathered all the infinity stones, and his game style started to look more impressive than ever. This immediately translated into big results, such as his first ever appearance in the top 10 world ranking in the 2014 season, his first major tournament as a professional, the 2014 Queen's Club Championship title, but the best was yet to come. As in 2017, new achievements started knocking on his door. He reached the semi-finals of the 2017 Australian Open, where he faced none other than Rafael Nadal, the 2-times winner of the tournament. The first set was not a great start for the Bulgarian. He gave up the set 3-6. The second set was more balanced, and was almost pushed into a tiebreak, but before that could happen, Grigor put his hands on a break and took the set 7-5. Both the third and the fourth set went to tiebreak 6-7, 7-6, and it was now 2-2 going in the fifth set. Unfortunately for Dimitrov, he couldn't manage to pull the win, giving away the last set 4-6. Nadal later played the final where he lost against none other than Roger Federer. But for Grigor Dimitrov, this was one of the best achievements in his career, not because of the result itself but because of the importance of the tournament and the high tennis capacity he showed throughout the tournament. Being the number 6 in the world, on September 2017 he secured his spot at the Nitto Champions Tournament, and it was at this particular tournament where Dimitrov proved himself to the world, as he only dropped one set in the group stages while also humiliating David Goffin in a 6-0, 6-2 win over the Belgian player. In the semifinals he took down Jack Sock after losing the first set. He ended the match with an exceptional win 4-6, 6-0, 6-3, securing his spot in his first ever ATP Champions Finals. In the last round of the tournament, he faced none other than David Goffin, that had a similar semifinal as Grigor, beating Roger Federer in 3 sets, after losing the first one. In a similar fashion to their first match, Dimitrov took home the first set with a solid 7-5. However, he dropped the second set 4-6. The third set was a clear, one-sided performance, where Baby Fed was absolutely unstoppable. He ended up winning the game with a 6-3 set, and therefore winning his biggest ATP trophy to this date. Based on his amazing performance, Dimitrov exploded through the ATP rankings, landing on his all-time highest position, the third best tennis player in the world. Reaching the top 3 also meant that he officially became the highest-ranked Bulgarian tennis player in history. But wait, what about the time when he declined to participate at the ATP World Tour Finals? In 2014, after a great overall season for a young Grigor Dimitrov, he was ranked number 11 in the world. Normally for the ATP World Finals, the top 8 ranked players battle for the trophy while there are also 2 alternates, the 9th and 10th ranked players. As the number 9 seed at the time, Marin Cilic refused to participate. The opportunity landed on the table of none other than Dimitrov. Following a loss against Andy Murray at the Paris Masters, he stated that, "If I go, it is because I deserve to be there, not hope someone gets hurt so I get to play. So no, I don't think it's my thing." He instead decided to recover for the next season, and he spent time with his mysterious celebrity girlfriend. So why is he considered the nice guy of tennis? Well, for that we need to go all the way back to March 25, 2014. During his game at the ATP Miami Masters against Kei Nishikori, after losing a point he turned to one of the ball kids asking for the towel. After asking for the towel 2 more times, he noticed that the ball girl assigned to bring his towel was stumbling while walking and she looked very dizzy. In an act of kindness, Grigor stopped the game and helped the girl to safely leave the court and get medical treatment. The girl was apparently suffering from dehydration due to the humid and extra warm weather, but she recovered shortly after. Another event where Grigor showcased his kind soul was at the Shanghai tournament in 2016. Launching a thunder-like serve, his opponent unintentionally hit one of the ball kids. In a heartwarming manner, Dimitrov again stopped the point and walked to the kid. The Bulgarian made sure that ball kid was okay and he didn't return to play the point until the youngster gave him the thumbs up. But his kind efforts don't stop at helping the ball kids. In the quarter-finals of the 2018 Brisbane tournament, after a tragic ankle-breaking turn, fellow tennis player Kyle Edmund went to the ground in a dramatic fashion. Worried about his opponent, Grigor dashed over the net and was the first to help out the British player. This effort was highly appreciated by the fans and Edmund himself. But the fans are not the only ones that recognize Dimitrov's warm personality. Other players such as Rublev or Djokovic also had kind words to say about him.
My friend Grigor here, best looking guy on the tour. Let's talk about your looks. So,
What do you want to know?
Although his 2023 season was a pretty good season, with achievements like reaching the Paris Masters final and the Geneva final, he is currently ranked 14th in the world, which is a 14 positions evolution since the start of the year. His record in the 2023 season was 41-21, record that helped him get to 400 career wins. More precisely, he finished the season with 413 career wins. His goal for the 2024 season remains the same as it was throughout his career, to win a Grand Slam. This was the story of Grigor Dimitrov, the nice guy of tennis.